for today's cup of coffee.
Cup of coffee.
I got bit, boys. I did.
You got bought bit.
I got bought bit. AI bought bit bite.
Mm-hmm.
And I have questions. I have lots of questions. And we always try to balance out humor with serious stuff. And it's like, I'm recording this on February the 21st, 2024. And I've apparently been doing this shit longer than I had realized. I didn't know it had been that long.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Because I'm diligent.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, was just doing my normal daily whatever, was taking call from husband and all this stuff. And I got to looking and opened up the YouTube thing and stuff like that and found out I had a notification that I had a strike.
You did. You woke me up.
I did. It was a little bit after 9 o'clock, which for a kid is early. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I got a strike.
You did.
And okay, this cup will be 4154. Mm-hmm. That's 4,154 videos. The video in that they had flagged was from November the 29th, 2021. It was cup 1530. And that's where we had discussed MK often. Mm-hmm. And even as far as citing
not MK
sources.
Ultra, MK often.
Right, because it was an offshoot of it.
Yeah.
Now, all this information has been released and has actually been released for years. Mm-hmm. And
public information.
That's the reason that we always cite sources. Even on that one, it was like, I don't know, maybe in a Reddit forum or whatever it was. But supposedly the community guideline that I had infringed upon was as far as, basically, I can't remember what the exact term was now. I don't know if I can find it on my phone. It was very grievous to me. I was offended.
You were. Because it's like...
Because it's something that I, as an individual, would not do.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can. And... I'm trying to... I'm sorry, I don't mean to... I had a warning, which was interesting. That took place months ago.
Uh-huh.
And...
But it wasn't a full strike.
No, it wasn't a strike. And the thing was, the information that I had provided came out to be proven true 3 days later.
Yeah.
And even as far as appealing the strike and stuff, anyhow, basically it was that I was encouraging violence.
Yeah.
Which is something that as a follower of Christ, no.
And I bet you it was the South Park joke.
I don't know whether it was or not. I did appeal it. Mm-hmm. The video was restored. Mm-hmm. But as a female who is mixed race, who is, as far as economically challenged, don't I fall into the category of the people that are supposed to have people championing me like right now? Yeah. Right. It is a mic drop.
Yeah.
Because I had never had a strike before. I'm aware of the community guidelines. We do not usually discuss anything that's, but as far as speaking truth, yeah, we do that.
We do.
And within that, I wasn't even, it gave me where I could pull up the video, go back and re-listen to it, And I'm like, there's nothing in here that even remotely would be what I was accused of. In fact, the discussion was, if you're human, don't be cruel to other humans. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
Because humanity has a long history of inhumanity. And it's, but then as far as the appeal process, it was click on appeal, and then it was like, oh, it's been submitted. I wasn't allowed to speak. I didn't really even know what it was that I had. What was my sin? What was supposed to be my atonement?
Yeah.
And so it was one of those, because that I went back because I don't even know where the hell I was some of these years. Had joined the U of Tube December the 30th of 2007. My God, I'm trying to think, where the hell was I in 2007?
You were not on YouTube that often, I don't think.
No. It must have been, that was probably at your encouragement. You need to make you a YouTube account. Oh, okay. You know what? I bet you I made it because if you were making videos and posting them, I probably was there to support you. More than likely.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as the screen name Orlando, well, hell, I've had that since the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
So that's if you ever see another one, I am the OG.
Yep, the one and only.
They'll be going and sitting there
The
going,
one and only.
oh my God, we found what was that one thing that was before Facebook?
MySpace?
Yeah. Somebody be going, oh God, we found her MySpace.
MySpace?
Don't look there, because I think I
your
had
shit
gone
has
on a
already-
bender during that time.
More than likely, your shit has been deleted.
I hope
because
so. I hope
They
so.
changed the site completely. Like, it does not look like old MySpace.
I hope it's
It does not
gone.
function as good
I
either.
really do, because I can go for very long periods of time sober and then have a little while, and then during that little while do some really stuff that I'm going, my God, this is why I stopped drinking.
Yeah.
So I don't do that anymore.
Yeah. Where'd that come from?
The MySpace. Because I remember some of the shit that was on there, and I'm like, oh, I hope that's gone. I'm not the same person that I was in 2007 or 2008 or whatever.
I genuinely wish I could have had a MySpace.
Well, yeah, and you can. You said it was there.
It's not like the old site. I wanted the OG MySpace where you could customize it from top down,
Right.
head to toe.
But anyhow, with
Like YouTube.
this,
Like
right.
how YouTube used to be able to do
Yeah.
it. You could customize the whole fucking
Right.
channel. And now it's just like, what? You get a banner and that's it?
I don't know.
And your profile picture.
Okay. Within this, as far as I felt like I had no defense, I was accused of something that, like I said, was very offensive to me. Something I take very seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And yet I was not even allowed to speak on my own behalf. There's a problem there.
I agree there is.
Because even in a court of law, you are allowed, it used to be that you were allowed to face your accuser. And unfortunately, our family has had a lot of experience with court systems in various and sundry ways. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I know how it's supposed to be. I know how it is on the books. But it seems like in the world today, it's being just thrown away.
Yeah, it has.
As far as the inalienable right, that means given by God. Mm-hmm. Freedom of thought, freedom of speech, freedom of expression. Now, we do have other laws, because as far as somebody wanting to express themselves by nudity around people that are underage, no. We used to have things that were called ethics
We used
and
to.
morals.
Agreed.
And honestly, on the Daily Mail, they had one of these things on their stories at some point yesterday, and Omega was over here, and it was just so ridiculous that, I mean, it was like softcore porn. And that it's like, I was just scrolling through as he was standing here talking. I mean, I was paying attention, but I was just scrolling through, headlines, because I do that throughout the day. And I came across that, and I was embarrassed for that to be showing on my computer while he was standing in here. A very private person. Stuff like that, no.
But also the commercials.
Yeah. Some of the commercials that YouTube is showing are ridiculous.
When you're full on non-censored saying the P word, and I'm not saying it on here.
No. Kid was just walking through, and it was some kind of deodorant or whatever, and he's like, "Did they just say?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
I mean, it was kind of shocking just to hear that on a commercial, because once upon a time, you never heard that on TV.
I didn't want to hear that, especially as far
Or
as
on the
not
internet.
playfully or whatever. When I grew up, it was called, there are certain things you don't talk about in mixed company. There were certain things that you did not want to discuss with your children, with your parents, or whatever. There were boundaries.
Yes. Yes.
And everybody's like, "Oh, well, let's just do whatever the hell." No. I have enough respect for my son that if I had known that commercial was coming on, guess what? I would have turned it over to Rumble. But that's not a problem.
I can understand that ad on an adult website.
Yeah, why
Not
was there
on
not
YouTube.
Why was
where
that
there are
ad not age restricted?
Exactly. There are children on this app, and people have spoke up about this, that there should not be. Y'all's that are just shoving the iPads in front of the kids, pay attention to your child. You're emotionally neglecting your child.
Yes, you are. But as far as those of us like myself, these tiny channels, and there's lots of us out there that we never wanted to be one of these big tubers.
Right.
We didn't want the responsibility of the hassle or anything like that. That we create for a variety of reasons. And we get throttled horribly. We're horribly abused by the platform. And that's the thing. Is it a platform or is it a publisher? That has been on the fence. They've straddled that fence for many, many years.
They have.
But either way, if I am silenced, if I am accused and judged as guilty before I have even given a defense, tell me what that is. I think that used to be called being burned at the stake. That's called a witch hunt. That's called injustice and hypocrisy. Now, I did appeal it, and they did put the video back, but did it affect my mental health all day long? Yes, it did. Now, I'm not one of these people that is going to sit there and whine and cry and piss and moan, but I wonder, as there are people, this is why you always have to be cognizant of who is listening to you, who is commenting, whose content you're watching, because there are so many people that are on the edge. And somebody may just be joking or shit posting or whatever. Be careful doing that, because there is a real human being, for the most part. They're bots, but you can tell the difference. You don't want to be the one to tip that person over. Be the one that brings that person back from the edge. That has been the message since I started this. So to be accused of doing something that is, to me, is that fucking offensive. Yeah. Where's my justice? And they're going, oh, well, we'll put your video back. Everything's fine. No, you accused me falsely. I think I deserve an apology. I do. I think any of these other content creators that for whatever reason that they allow these bots to run wild and cherry pick a word here and there, take it totally out of context, there needs to be some responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of content creators that have some really foul stuff there. They don't get strikes. Explain that to me.
By their own logic, it does not appear to them to violate community guidelines, even though it blatantly does.
Well, I think
I don't understand why they tend to turn a blind eye to that.
Because there's two sets of standards. That's exactly what it is.
Because I have seen some stuff that was not supposed to be on YouTube.
Stuff that really should have been, back in the day, X-rated. That was pornographic. But now you've got porn stars
even
that
stuff,
are, heralded, lauded.
Even stuff that you wouldn't see unless you were on, like, Best Gore or something like that.
Yeah. Deep web.
Not even deep web. There were shock sites on surface web. But it's just that stuff that you would see on those shock sites is on YouTube, and it shouldn't be. And it gets recommended even when you, like, search something completely unrelated. Right. Especially on the mobile app. I don't understand.
It's a weapon. That's why they're using it as a weapon. And that's what concerns me.
If I am looking up a doll head rooting machine.
Right.
Something about a kitten being stuck in a drain should not be in my feed.
No.
Something about, like, full on, like, surgical shit should not be in my feed. Like, graphic surgical stuff. Or even...
It's a machine. It does not understand. It cannot reason. That's just like, there's a lot of people that they may understand a word, but as far as using it and the nuances of speech, the AI can't do that. I don't know that it will ever be able to do that. That's just like needing the sarcasm font. Mm-hmm. But what concerns me, where this is, I know why I do what I do. And it would have annoyed me because there are people on YouTube that I have known. Blue, I was trying to figure out, I think I met him online in 2013.
Dang.
And it's like, he and I have been through some shit together. Mm-hmm. We really have. Yeah. And it's a reason if you ever see me respond to him, he's dearest Blue. Because he is dear to me. Mm-hmm. And there are so many people that are dear to me, and there are people that have come and gone, and there are people that were here at the beginning that have passed on, and that some of them that we will still hold them up.
Yep.
And it's like, that would have been a great loss for me. Which is why, like I said, go to Rumble, go to BitChute. Make sure that if something happens,
Wayback Machine. I wonder how people can do, like, screenshots on the Wayback Machine.
I don't know. But what concerns me, especially with the TikTok and all this other stuff, for some of these people, that has become their sole identity. Mm-hmm. So if something happens and they get yeeted, they can feel like they lost everything. That's really scary, and it concerns me for those people because we are relying so heavily on some of these devices and stuff for social interaction because our world right now is so fragmented and fractured and everybody is starved.
Oh, yeah. Like I full on panicking when when we use Skype account got hacked.
Mm-hmm.
It's full on panic because I lost a lot of people that way.
Sure. And I think
And
all of us
I
get
view-
lazy.
Huh?
We get lazy as far as phone numbers. Do we have them actually written down, or are they just in the device? I do it. I get lazy with it, that there's some things that I'm going, hell, I don't know that number. It's right there in the phone.
Yeah, same. You become reliant rather than having a Rolodex
Yeah.
or some
Yeah.
notebook of phone numbers, yellow pages.
I always have a backup.
Yellow
And
pages.
that, for me, index cards, actual paper, pens. I have index cards, even as far as like little notes to myself, because with the ADHD and all this stuff, and it's like, yeah. When I go to the store or whatever, I have an index card that has my shopping list on it. I don't have it on my phone. I'm not sitting there scrolling and flipping and stuff like that. Because an index card is not as big of a distraction to me as these electronic devices.
Right. Right.
You know? Usually if I go in a store, I will put the thing in my hoodie pocket or my pocketbook or whatever like that, and I do not look at the damn thing again until I get up to the register, and if it's one of those that so that whoever that is paying attention to what I'm buying, that they will have a record of that. But yeah, and I will tell you this, I heard somebody, it may have been Robert Phoenix or whoever, was talking about as far as Aquarius, that it will not tolerate hypocrisy.
Nope. Nope.
And it's like, be ye hot or be ye cold. If you're lukewarm, you are going to get spewed out of his mouth. And so that's one of those that on some of this stuff where you've got the fence sitters on everything. It's like, oh, so-and-so said this word, but you can't say this word because you're you and that's that one. And that's insanity, folks. That is insanity. To make somebody apologize for a joke, an obvious joke. There's just been so much stuff over the past few years. Everybody is at they're full.
They are.
And it's like just sitting on a powder keg.
Yep. Yep.
But yeah, where's my justice?
You got your video restored.
I did. I want an apology because I was fucking falsely accused. Yeah. Something. I was offended. Where's my justice? Like I said, the fact that I'm a woman, that should put me up on a higher tier, doesn't it? The fact that I'm mixed race, doesn't that put me up on another tier? So, you know, well, if the rules apply to one group, why don't they apply to the other group? See, this is the hypocrisy. This is the insanity. This is the insidiousness. And that stuff ain't nothing but the devil, and it's straight from the pits of hell. So, Rumble, BitChute. Those folks over there on BitChute, man, they no holds barred. They wide open over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rumble, it's interesting because I keep getting these people wanting to grow my subscriber base, and I'm like, I don't know you. Who
Those are
you?
bots.
Those are bots, yes. So I have quite
scams.
a collection of bots, but those are not biting bots.
Scams.
Of course it is. I was like,
Scams.
what the hell is this?
The
It was bad enough to where I, honest to God, thought about, I didn't do it. I thought about making a Twitter/X account. And then I thought, what would I do with it?
You watch other people's feed.
No.
Scroll on it like you like Facebook.
No. That's why I got off Facebook, because it was wasting. I would sit here and sit here and sit here. And at the end of the day, after hours, I'm like, I have nothing to show for my day. And it was like, no, I've got shit that I want to do, that I need to do. Mm-hmm. It's wonderful to share thoughts with other people. But it's more wonderful to do for the people that are in front of you. Yeah. And cats. Cats are assholes.
They are. They are.
They can be. They've all got unique personalities. So that's my rant.
Taking
but it's
one.
my concern also.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't right.
It wasn't right? My concern wasn't right?
No, what the strike.
I think that it was... I don't know. Any of these little videos and rants and different things that we do, I hope that at some point there is somebody that needs to hear what we're saying. Mm-hmm. That needs to hear that they are a beloved child of the Most High God, mm-hmm. and that they are loved. Mm-hmm. And that if they need prayer, that they can send us an email. Mm-hmm. You know? Mm-hmm. You never know. And you never know, like I said, it's poking the cyber Satan in the eye every time that we don't lay down and show our belly. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, you know your mama don't tap out.
I know that. That be true.
So, final thoughts.
Oh, it wasn't right. that strike was unwarranted.
But if it served a purpose.
It did.
What the enemy intended for evil, God intends for good.
Sometimes even the people that work at YouTube look at the bots and be like, y'all they're doing some shit.
Yeah. And then they have to go and clean it up. Mm-hmm. But, you know, even as far as...
I mean, think they got false reports every single day by bots.
Uh-huh. Is it worth it?
Mm-hmm. I don't think so. But then again, there's too many on YouTube, seriously, there's too many users on YouTube to individually have people go through each and every single one and pick through it. It's impossible at this point. There's so much content on YouTube.
But the thing is, if somebody reports a video as being whatever, you can't make me believe that every video that's on there is reported.
No.
Why not start there?
Don't know. This is what happens when a site gets too big.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. And sort of has... But now, some of these... Rumble is not that old. They're what? 2 or 3 years old at this point?
Maybe.
And I think a lot of people continue... And I'm one of them, as far as YouTube, out of habit, out of comfort... Mm-hmm. But now, honestly, their operating system, let's face it, they still top of the line.
Rumble, please make it so that we can, customize our profiles.
Rumble's got a lot of problems, even as far as searching. It's not user-friendly. It's not. Not in a lot of ways. Not like YouTube is.
I ain't going to join it until I can customize my channel.
Right. And that is one of the things that has stopped people. Now, like I said, BitChute, I have they have a special spot in my heart. Mm-hmm. I love the folks over there on BitChute, even the trolls. And it's just like, I don't agree with you, but I will fight for your right to say what you think. And I will yeet your comment if it's nasty enough. But some of them, if you talk to them, mm-hmm. they become very endearing.
Yeah.
You know, that's just like the one that hates the Pirates and the Vikings and will give me the thumbs down just because of the title. And it's all right because I love him every time. It's just like I pray for him. It's like, there he is.
Yep.
He needs prayer today.
Mm-hmm. Little thumbs down, buddy.
Yeah. And it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So... I've interrupted you on final thoughts about 12 times because I'm a little bit escalated.
And that's it. I'm good.
So, if you've had experiences with paranormal, supernatural, encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, if you too have had your butt bit by the bot, Let us know in the comments. And that email address is cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com.
I've gotten reported. Or not reported. I've gotten a strike before on my channel. Rightfully so, but...
Well, if you did something and you earned it, then and something going, damn, it was dumb. I shouldn't have.
I mean, I uploaded a whole... I uploaded...
Oh, it was a copyright strike.
I uploaded Lady Gaga's The Fame full album.
You got a copyright strike.
Yeah.
Well, that, you knew better, but you were also like, what, 11?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to share the music.
Yeah. I understand that. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But just be kind. Remember that there are actual people on the other side of those words, on the other side of those videos that are there to entertain or inform or enrage or whatever. Even the people that you disagree with the most, they're people.
Words can hurt.
Absolutely, they can.
Even if you say that they don't, you know they do.
Yeah.
You know they do because they hurt you too.
Sure. And we pray one for another. And that namaste. The spark of the divine that is within me recognizes and acknowledges the spark of the divine in you. Each one of them, especially the ones that they walking around and they zombies.
Yeah.
They need prayer the most. So know that you are very loved. And Lord willing, we will see you on the next cup. If we ain't on the YouTube, look for us on the BitChute or on the Rumble.
Yeah.
And we'll be there rolling right along. Bye.